Hi, Ryan and Jennifer here from the Witt Law Group. Today we are talking about the ignition interlock device, or the IID, or the blow and go. People call it all different names, but it is a dreaded thing. People hate to have to put it in their car. And we completely understand that. It is a pain, and hopefully it goes smoothly for you. But for a lot of people, false positives will get triggered on their ignition interlock. So they get really frustrated, they call us, they get nervous, and rightfully so, because the ignition interlock requirement usually comes about in two cases, for DUIs or for physical control charges. And it can happen at the outset of the case as a condition of release by the judge, and it can happen as a consequence through the Department of Licensing as well. So we want to kind of help clients and everyone out there get to know a little bit about, how you can perhaps trigger a false positive, and hopefully you can avoid it.
Yeah, it's a big deal. If the court has said you've got to, be abstinent from alcohol and you need to put an ignition interlock in your car, they'll monitor that. The ignition interlock companies, if you do have positives, they'll report those to the court. So it can change your conditions of release, like even in drastic ways. The court could even take you back into custody. So that would be a terrible deal. Or if it's something that's required through Department of Licensing and you've got to have like a long compliance period of like full compliance, and you have these positives, it can add a lot of time to the amount of time you were initially required to have the ignition interlock. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to, in our short videos, we're going to sample foods, all kinds of products that our clients and things we see on the internet that, and sometimes perhaps hairspray. I'm not going to put it in my mouth. But we're going to try to have some fun with that, test those. There are some things out there that really are myths, and we're going to try to show that to you. We're going to test our samples with 2 breathalyzers, but also to kind of inform some of you folks, if you are eating something or you're drinking and not telling your lawyer, and you're like, oh yeah, it was my toothbrush that set it off, my toothpaste. We're going to show you some things, they don't really set it off. So if you are feeling uncomfortable and maybe telling a fib to your defense attorney, don't do that, because your defense attorney is a lot like your doctor. You just don't want to lie to them, because they can help you when things are kind of going south, when things are bad. But when you create kind of mistrust, when an attorney knows that's not likely that your almonds set off your ignition interlock, then it creates kind of a not the best dynamic for help. So, and we always want to try to help our clients if they do get a false positive, or it's actually not a false positive. We want to get ahead of that, and because these reports are given to the court.
Yeah,
so
it's better to just know the truth. So that's kind of what we're getting at. Hopefully we're going to have some fun with it, and you all have fun. If you're not really experienced with YouTube, this video that you're watching here, you can get to our channel from there. On the channel, we have long form videos, and then we have shorts, and these are going to all be put in our shorts. So we'd appreciate it if you blow through some of our shorts. Thank you.
All right, thanks.